Welcome back to Action Fan, and welcome back to a birthday special of the Collector's Diary. So a couple of days ago it was my birthday. Prior to that, a week before my birthday, I actually bought myself a 40th Action Man horse. And here it is, my horse that I bought it about a week before my birthday. So I'm just bringing this in because I'm going to show you some of the bits I've brought in the last few weeks. And this was one of the things I bought. Now it comes with everything. It's got the sheepskin as well. I'm not actually sure if that goes over the top. I think it does. There we go. So pretty fantastic. Sheepskin's a little bit dirty in places, but apart from that, it all seems there. I haven't had a good look yet because I buy things and I put them to one side so that I can share them with you. I normally buy stuff and hide it from the wife, so my wife's not really aware what I'm buying. Right, so anyway, my birthday comes around, and what do you think my wife bought me for my birthday? My wife bought me the horse, so needless to say, she's not that happy with me. But luckily, I've got an understanding wife, and I do need two of these. I need one for my lifeguards and one for the Blues and Royals. Now, the Blues and Royals is on its way to being ready, but isn't quite ready yet. But what a lucky boy I am. I've got two of these. They're both 40th. I've got two fantastic horses. I have a lifeguard as well, but I haven't shown in any of these videos. I bought at the first North Weald show I went, so I must feature him. I'm hoping I can do a really good display with this, but it's all about space. Space is the premium in my little Action Man room. After them great things I got for my birthday, let's move on to some more stuff that I've been buying. Right, this is another great purchase. 3, 2, 1. Right, there we go. Something I bought all the way from Spain. This come from David Bettel, I believe is your name. And he put this up on one of the forums. And normally I'm really slow in getting these things, but I did all right with these. And I managed to get this fantastic Geyper Man motorbike uniform. Comes complete with a belt, jumpsuit, and fantastic helmet. We never had anything like this with the Action Man. And of course, you guys have seen my one and only Geyper Man with his fixed leg and his wobbly arms. And what intrigues me the most is that the Geyper Men are based on the eagle eyes head sculpt, but they don't have eagle eyes. So I really thought Action Fan really needs one of them. So now my Geyper Man has something to wear. Like always, that opened up a can of worms. There is a fantastic motorbike that went with this. Quite hard to come by. I think they did make a reproduction. Evidently, this is a reproduction, and they did make a reproduction bike. So my man, David Bettel, he's on the case, and he's going to try and get me the bike. So that would be fantastic. So that's the second purchase, apart from my birthday present. Hey, Mr. Geyper Man, go over there. Si, senor. There you go. Right, next I managed to buy two of these fantastic husky dogs. Now, I believe these are from the Arctic Explorer set. I don't know which ones are brought, but you will see that on screen now. There they are, looking great condition, and they did pull along the sled, and I haven't got the sled yet. And my Arctic Explorer guy, he's kind of halfway through me making his uniform up. These will be a great addition to the uniform when I eventually get it up and running. So there we go. Also to go with the Polar Explorer, I believe, but I could be wrong. I don't know if they're originals or not, but these are the snowshoes, so hopefully they go with that as well. So there you go. Price will be up on the screen. Right, next I managed to buy a reproduction Adventurer white jumper. And the reason why I brought this is when I was at North Weald show, I brought two pairs of Adventurer trousers, and it looks like one were darker, one were light. So I thought while I'm at it, I'll try and make them both up. There you go. Now bear in mind the first edition, he has these tan boots. I had one, so I already had the one boot, and I put a shout out on Facebook if anybody had a left boot to this. And I believe one of my subscribers, Roy Amers, he came up with a left boot for me. I don't know if your name is Roy Amers or Roy Amers. Sorry if I pronounce it wrongly. But unfortunately, like he told me, it is a lot thinner. I don't know if they're copies or if they're just later edition, but it's a lot thinner material. But you know what? That'll look fine under his trousers for now, until I can later at a later date find one that's exactly the same. But as you can see, they're just that little bit different. But there you go. That looks great. That'll go great with my adventure. That completes that uniform for now. So I'm really chuffed. So thanks, Roy. Thank you very much. Okay, if you've seen the latest video that I put up about the UN webbing, unfortunately, there's some missing from that. But I posted it just so you guys could see anyway. I made 2 Kit Bash UN guys. I made the officer and I made a private. Although they're wearing the original uniform underneath, everything else apart from the armband is a bit of a kit bash. So what I decided, I need the original one. So I've gone out and bought myself another UN uniform. There you go. It's in great condition. Might even be a 40th. I don't know if they made one in the 40th. It came with a pair of boots, but like a lot of the time, these aren't the same. One's a lot shinier, one's a lot more of a dull finish. But I've got plenty of boots, so I'll go ahead and find some boots that match. But there you go. UN uniform. Well chuffed with that. I've got the armband, I've got the beret, I've got a reproduction badge. So I'll give him an SLR and he's ready to go in the cupboard. So that's another uniform completed. Got the adventurer, got the Geyper Man uniform, and we got the UN today. Next thing we brought. This comes from one of my subscribers who now lives local. So he offered me a deal the other day and I couldn't resist. So this is what I got. An Action Man with a moustache and a British helmet. So big thanks to Mike. He's a great action man. He'll have to be a British officer or something. I'll probably send him off to have him reflocked. But I got a good deal on that, mate. I was happy with that. So thank you, Mike. Ah! Somebody shot Geyper Man. Also, Mike gave me some free 40th Action Man display boxes. Unfortunately, I haven't got them with me. They're downstairs, but I'll show you a picture of them. So thank you very much, Mike. And along with that, Mike gave me a new prop. What do you think about that? Do I look like I've come straight out of the trenches? So that was from Mike. Thank you, Mike. That's cool. That'll go with my 24 for the foot helmet. So I'm really chuffed with that. So cheers, Mike. Thanks for that. Let's put him at the back so we've got a bit more room. Right, let's move on to the next thing. I've got 2 things. I think they're both from Van Man. Can't be sure, but I'll put that up on the screen. I've got a refurbished beret with a cap badge because my other cap badges were slightly damaged. And also I got just a plain refurbished beret badge. So they can both go on the table. Right, next was 3 belts. Now I'm not 100% sure if I got these recently. There's a green one and 2 of the later brown ones. And this one's one of the thicker ones that adjusts, but it actually is broken slightly. The adjuster belt broken, so we're going to put that with that. Right, next, another dispatch rider. Now there's a reason behind that, but I'll tell you at a later date. So I bought the dispatch rider helmet. I brought the jacket and trousers. Quite a good match. Not identical, but very close. So along with that came the Colt 45 belt with the Colt 45 and holster. So we've got the start of the uniform there. I got a little idea for that. Something I bought a while back from Vigo's store to make up another guy. He can go in the sidecar. So I'm well chuffed of what I've got. I've got my 2 horses, got my lovely hat from Mike. I've got my Geyper Man uniform to go with my Geyper Man. I'm pretty chuffed with what I got. If you saw my video the other day, you would have seen that I did the crash crew guy and his fire extinguisher was broken and he had the wrong gloves. He had the astronaut gloves. Well, luckily, I've managed to source myself a pair of crash crew gloves. Now, the difference is they've got the black on the inside and the silver on the outside. So I'm well chuffed about that. So that will complete that. The only problem with that was, as well, was a fire extinguisher was broken. Went on eBay and tried to buy one, like a plonker, I bought the wrong one. I bought the little one. Now this could go with my fireman or something like that, but this obviously isn't the big one. So we'll have to look into that. The big one's got silver, it's about that big, and it's got the silver thing. I just wanted one that was complete. I haven't managed to find that yet. Last but not least, I brought some Argyle and Sutherland bits. Now, I'll show them all, but I'm not 100% sure what's what. I'll show them all together and put the prices up if they were individual. So we got the spats. We got a reproduction kilt, because I'd like to make another guy up. I already had this coat from an earlier edition, so that goes to that. And I think this came with it, but no, it doesn't go with it. It was just a white belt. Now, I do have a reproduction sporran, and I am thinking about making my own sporran. So just a pair of boots needed. I've already got some spare socks that I bought, and I've also got a few Glengarrys in different states of repair, but I'm going to go ahead and fix one of them up, and we'll have another uniform. So that's great. Right, last but not least, I went on Action Man HQ and I brought a few stickers. Now, you'll all know I'm a great fan of Action Man HQ website and all of the reproduction things that they sell on there. So I managed to buy the badges for the field training exercise for the uniform. One of mine's damaged and one's missing. Along with that, you get 3 Atomic Man stickers because they're the same. One's black, one's green. So they'll be going on my field training exercise uniforms. And the Atomic Man ones, well, I'll be saving because I haven't got an Atomic Man yet. They also sell different cap badges. These are actually stickers though. They're not molds, they're actually stickers, so you can put them on any of your berets. And you've got all sorts on there. These are Action Man fabric cap badges from Action Man HQ. Now look at them, they look fantastic. So I'm not clued up on my regiments, which is something I've got to learn. Right, so I'm well chuffed with my purchases. I will say sorry to my wife for ruining the surprise. She really thought she'd surprise me there, and unfortunately I surprised her by already buying one literally a couple of days before. So I'm so sorry, wife. Sorry that I ruined the surprise. Please don't be too mad at me. But I am over the moon with my purchases. Right, that just about wraps up this episode of Action Fan. Please consider subscribing and liking, and I'll leave you with one last look at everything we got. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next exciting